You are either gonna love this movie or you are gonna really hate this movie. No in between. Could kind of be an in between, but nah, you're gonna love it or hate it. Hey everyone, it's Sharona from Pay Your Weights, and today I'm going to be reviewing Annihilation, which is directed by Alex Garland, who was responsible for Ex Machina, which is a really great movie. And this film stars Natalie Portman, Tessa Thompson, Gina Rodriguez, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Oscar Isaac. And so basically this film centers around it's called the Southern Reach. And so it's a part of the country where it's kind of inhabited by this shimmer that looks like a really pretty, like, it looks like what bubbles would look like if it was kind of like slimy, but it's like really cute. So they call it the shimmer, and basically they created it's called Area X. And so they have basically been studying and trying to figure out what the shimmer is. They've sent tons of expeditions into the shimmer, but no one ever seems to make it back until they have one person who actually makes it back from outside of the shimmer, who happens to be Natalie Portman's husband, played by Oscar Isaac. And so when they find him, he doesn't seem like himself, ends up being kind of sick, and so she wants to figure out what happened to her husband. And so basically the film from then on centers around a new expedition who is different than the previous expedition, because this is an all-female expedition. And in the previous ones, it was kind of like a military background that the people had when they went into the shimmer. But with this group, it centers around a group of women who have various different scientific or medical backgrounds. So you have a psychologist, a biologist, and so it's just like a different group. They want to see if there's going to be a different outcome. And so basically the movie just details their expedition. And in the beginning of the film, you see who actually, who lives or dies, which doesn't ruin the film. It makes you more invested to see like what the hell happened to these characters. And so this movie was just different, okay? And for those of you who read the book, this is not like the book. Like, if you're like me who get really caught up on book details and like kind of want things to play out the same, especially if you say this movie is based on this book, and it's not. So I really want you to go in and just throw everything that you know about the book like out of your mind, so you're not as upset as I was watching it, because I think that kind of took away from my viewing pleasure of this film, because I was just like, this is not like the books at all, and it was really bothering me. So I just want to make sure I set you up with the proper expectations, so you're not like me freaking out the whole time, because I'm just like, why did I read this book if they were going to make it like the book? So what I liked about the film, I really appreciated the diversity of the cast. It's these are all women who are going into the shimmer that the movie basically centers around for the majority of the film. I really love that the women were diverse, and I love that the movie didn't try to like beat it down in your head like, hey, these are all women, like hear us roar. It was just, hey, they just happen to be all women, and that's pretty much it. And I was okay with that. I really appreciated it. I thought the acting was solid. Natalie Portman, she's definitely one of my favorites, but also Gina Rodriguez did a very good job with her character and the acting in this film. I enjoy all of the other characters. Whenever I see Jennifer Jason Leigh, I'm just like, I can't never trust your character. I don't know if you're going to be trustworthy or if you're going to prove me wrong, that you're going to be a better person with this character. But I'm not going to give it away for what type of character that she was. I also enjoyed Tessa Thompson, but because I love her so much as an actress, I wanted to see a little bit more from her character. Doesn't mean that she wasn't good acting in the film. I just wanted to see more of her, more of the depth that she has as an actress. This movie is so visually stunning to look at. It was just so pretty. It's like the shimmer is so complex because it's so beautiful, and then just from the imagery of the movie, it made you want to learn more about this area X, the Southern Reach. It wanted you wanted to learn more about it. You wanted to look at it more. Everything was so beautiful from the colors, but it also had some scary elements to the shimmer and what it does to wildlife, what it does to the plants, what it does to humans. And so I really thought that the movie is very visually stunning, and as well as the score. The music was amazing. I really loved everything about how the music played into some of the climactic scenes in the film. I thought it definitely worked. But those are the main things that I actually liked about the film. So what I didn't like was the first half of the movie. I loved. I was entertained. I wanted to learn more about what was going on, what happened to these people, what happened to the previous expeditions, and I think the film definitely delivered. But when we get into the third act, which is kind of like the climax as to, okay, like what really happened, I felt let down. I was so let down. I felt like I wasted my life watching this film. And it made me kind of understand the kind of drama behind the scenes, where Garland was basically like, no, I am going to make the film how I want it. And this happened after they screened the film for the executives at Paramount. They were kind of just like, no, we need to change some things because I think this film is too sophisticated for audiences to really come out enjoying it. And I know that there's a lot of comparisons from this film to a movie like Arrival. And just like Arrival, there were pacing issues with Arrival, but when the climax happened and things were kind of explained to you, I felt like when I left out of Arrival, my mind was just racing, like thinking about everything that I had just learned. It led to some great discussions with friends. And when I left out of Annihilation, I did not have that same feeling. I was kind of just like, what the hell just happened? Like, I don't know. And it's kind of like the book kind of doesn't give you a real explanation, but I needed something to get me like thinking after I left this movie. And it was kind of just, it was a letdown. And I think that kind of leads to why, if you are into sci-fi, if you're into something that's going to definitely make you think, I can see where audiences will be divided, and there's going to be people that are going to love this film. It's going to be a cult classic. Like, I totally get that. But for me, I did not leave feeling that way. And I really wanted to, because I really wanted to enjoy this film. But due to the third act, it was just a letdown for me. And what I would have to say is definitely wait to see this film in theaters, especially since it's going to be on Netflix, since it's not going to get a worldwide release. They're going to eventually put the film on Netflix for everyone to see worldwide. I think this is definitely going to be a film that you're going to need to watch more than one time to truly get into it, to truly enjoy it. But just me giving my personal and honest opinion, it just didn't do it for me. It didn't. And it hurts me. It breaks my heart that it didn't do it for me, but I gotta be honest with you. I gotta tell you the truth. So for me, it's a wait. But if you saw Annihilation, make sure you comment in the comment section below what you thought about the film, what you liked, what you didn't like. And as always, my name is Sharona from Pay or Wait. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I will see you soon.